Hi friends, welcome to this week's episode. I'd like to talk today about holiday temptations. It's so easy to be tempted to do a variety of, unhealthy things around the holidays, to eat unhealthy foods, to be super indulgent. We know this, everybody knows this. But first I want to just sort of backtrack to what the purpose of holidays are. I think they're points of levity throughout the year. They're points to mark passing of the time, to sort of mark certain periods of the year. We have seasons, we have holidays based on events, celebrations of either specific events in history or celebrations of, some sort of passing of time or the change of seasons. We have the solstice, things according to religion, so, religious celebrations. Holidays are excuses to have time off from work, catalysts for, paid time off, rest days, so basically points in the year to reflect and to celebrate and to rest. If you fast forward that to modern society, and since people are generally way overworked, undercompensated, and generally don't have any time off or very little time off, or even if they have vacation time, they're unable to take it due to the nature of their work. Everybody's running around in a frenzy and everything moves at such a fast pace now. It's astronomical how things have changed in just a couple of decades. So when people actually get a day off, I think that they're more excited about overdoing it, and they're more likely to indulge in certain things because of the hype around, oh my gosh, I actually have a day off. Woo, let's live it up. Which isn't right. And that says something about our current economic situation, that people have so little time off or so little ability to take time off that when it happens, they overdo it. I know that in one of my positions, and I absolutely love my job, I'm not complaining, but in one of my positions, I have a ton of time off accrued in the couple of years that I've been working there, because I'm simply unable to take it. I have to facilitate music in a chapel every day, and if I'm not there, then everything's, it's tough. It's tough to make the music happen without the music director. So I almost never can take time off. I take a couple of days off here and there, depending on, whether other people are leading music, but it's very hard for me to take time off because I have to be there. I'm the face of the music in this chapel. So I get it. So, on one hand, if people had a little bit more balance and a little bit more time to rest, and, the ratio of work to play and work and the rest of your life were a little bit easier on us, then we might not be as tempted to overdo it when we do get a rest day, because we won't feel like, so exhausted from the daily grind. And, in addition to this, modern culture perpetuates so many unhealthy choices during holidays. We've got stuffing and mashed potatoes during Thanksgiving. We have cookies for Christmas. We have Hanukkah latkes. We have St. Patrick's Day alcohol and potatoes. We've got Easter candy. We've got Halloween candy. We've got burgers and hot dogs for Independence Day. We have so many holidays for which we've perpetuated all these silly traditions of all these unhealthy foods and these candies that people buy for these holidays just because people in the candy industry want us to. They want to make a buck off of us. So they say, okay, get your Easter candy. Everybody eat some Peeps. What the heck are Peeps anyway? It's just like chemical fluff, and it's disgusting. Why do we do that? Why do we buy these candies? Why do we do this to ourselves instead of making like wonderful dishes? You know what my favorite one is? Corned beef and cabbage for St. Patty's. We just had some the other day for St. Patty's. It was freaking delicious. It was healthy. Had some corned beef, put a ton of awesome grain mustard on it, had a ton of cabbage, carrots. I felt great. Okay? There we go. That's a great freaking dish for a holiday. And it's not, shoving candy down your throat. But in modern culture, people want to feel part of the party. We want to feel part of the group. We want to feel like we're doing the same things as other people. We are, group creatures. We like that. We want that interaction. We want that validation. And it's so hard to refrain from indulging when everybody else around us is doing it. We don't want to feel left out. We don't want to feel jealous of our buddies who are over there, having epic mashed potatoes and stuffing. We don't want to be sitting there feeling left out. And it's really, really hard to stick to your goals when everybody else around you is making these unhealthy decisions, especially around holidays. So, Easter's right around the corner. It's coming up tomorrow. And, people might be going on Easter egg hunts for candies. So a lot of candy, a lot of decadent egg dishes, for Easter. And this is all just a perpetuation of the media trying to get us to buy candy. Easter bunny, woo! I mean, Easter is supposed to be a Christian holiday okay, Christian holiday, stealing ideas from the pagans, whatever. It was supposed to be a religious holiday first and foremost, and now it's fluffed up into Easter bunny and candies. Like, really? Really, marketing companies? I guess you've done something right, because everybody does it. So the first thing that I would just say is that you need to have a support system. You need to have a support network. If you are serious about keeping healthy and sticking to your goals and staying motivated to make healthy choices throughout holidays, you need a support network. Now, that support network could be anything. It could be your spouse. It could be you finding an accountability partner. It's a friend, it's a family member, somebody. Tell someone, say, listen, I need you to help me stick to my goals because I really, really don't want to indulge. I don't want to have any candy. I want to make healthy decisions. I still want to work out on that holiday before everybody wakes up in the morning. I got mine in. That's why my hair looks like crazy right now. And I'm on my post-workout endorphins. Yeah, feeling good. But get a support network. Tell your whole family. When I go to family functions and they try to get me to eat all the wonderful Italian pastries that I want so badly, I just say, listen, I can't eat dairy. And that eliminates, 75% of the foods that they have. I'm probably not going to be able to eat much when I go hang out with my family tomorrow for Easter. But I'm really excited because I just found a bunch of recipes, and I posted a bunch of recipes that I like to make. They're sort of healthy brunch alternatives. So I might be bringing one of those healthy recipes to the family gathering, as a healthier alternative. So, and if you're interested in reading those, then you can check out my website, SarahO'BrienFitness.com. Anyway, so get a support network, get a support system, tell people about your goals, and if they are, if they love you and support you, then they're not going to force you to eat candy. They're not going to say, no, that's ridiculous. You should be eating blah, blah, blah. No, they're going to support you in your decisions. It's so much easier when you have a support network. If you don't have anybody to talk to, come to me. Send me a message. I am that person. I will be on you. I will text you. I will call you. I will say, hey, did you get your workout in? I host challenge groups on Facebook all the time. My next one is actually starting on Monday. So if you're interested, let me know. But just get that support network, because then you can feel like you are part of another group of friends who are doing something well. I'm part of a bunch of groups on Facebook, and I host challenge groups on Facebook, and it's a wonderful community of friends who are trying to be healthy. So when I have struggles or triumphs, I post on there and I say, hey, I got my workout in on Halloween and I didn't eat any Halloween candy, or I didn't eat any of my mom's amazingly cheesy, gooey, awesome lasagna for Christmas. I didn't do it. And people will celebrate with me about that. And it's a fun thing to feel like you're part of that group of like-minded people. You need to find those like-minded people. You need to reevaluate your goals and keep reminding yourself of your why. So for example, of course, I'm going to be really tempted to eat all the egg dishes because I love eggs. And eggs are totally healthy. Egg salad, potato salad, mayonnaise, gooey, cheesy stuff, not so healthy. So I'm going to stick to the egg dishes. They're a little bit healthier. But, so I'm going to be tempted to eat badly tomorrow, especially when I'm hanging out with my family. But I know that I need to remind myself of my why. And my why for staying healthy is that everything I eat right now turns into food for my daughter because she's still nursing. And I want her to grow big and strong, and I want her to be healthy, and I don't want her to be colicky. I want her to be happy, and I know that when I put good food in my body, she is well nourished, and that is my why. And that's all I need. That is all the motivation that I need to remind myself of my why. I'm setting a good example for my family. I'm not enabling the rest of my family to make bad choices. I'm making good choices, and I'm encouraging them to do the same. And if I just wake up in the morning and I remind myself of my why, it's so much easier for me to stick to my goals. So reevaluate your goals. What is your why? And tell yourself that. Reaffirm to yourself, you know what? I'm doing this because X. I'm doing this because I want to feel good in my own skin. I'm doing this because I want to set a good example for my family. I'm doing this because I want my kids to see what I'm doing, and then I want my kids to, in turn, make healthy choices out of self-love and self-respect, all right? Not out of a sense of, oh, I feel fat, I look terrible, blah. No, love yourself first and make those choices out of love. The other thing that I like to encourage you to think about is something that I really didn't think about until I had my daughter. Now that I'm a mom, I realize that I am the catalyst for future traditions. So, for example, whereas, so my mom, she always makes awesome pumpkin pies, and they're pretty freaking healthy. I mean, she like cuts up the pumpkin herself, and so I've sort of taken on this tradition of making like healthy pumpkin and sweet potato pies, which is really exciting. And I realized it's just because my mom one day picked up a Betty Crocker cookbook and said, I'm going to putz with this and make my own recipe. And she made a bunch of pies for the family. And they said, cool, you should do that next year. And she said, okay. And she made it the next year and the next year and the next year. And she started a tradition. Now that I'm a mom, I'm like, oh, like I can do all sorts. I can make my own family traditions. I can celebrate things differently with my daughter. We don't have to be sucking down candy on Easter. We can have Easter egg hunts, but use like real hard-boiled eggs, colored hard-boiled eggs, and then make the eggs into something healthy and cool afterward. Like, you can do all sorts of stuff. Traditions can be anything that you make it. Everybody has little like wacky family traditions, and you can make healthy ones for your own family. You don't have to keep doing the same things that you have been doing year after year. All you have to do is decide one day, I'm going to make this a tradition. I'm going to do it. And that's that. It was fun. We had corned beef and cabbage the other day. It was a little bit after St. Patrick's Day, but my husband's grandmother's birthday always falls on St. Patrick's Day, so it's really a birthday party for her. But we had the corned beef and cabbage. It's healthy. It's great. We love it. It's a good time. On Halloween, a lot of times we will, get dressed up all scary, and we'll distribute treats to the kids who walk around, go to my mom's house or whatever. But the goal is to get rid of all the candy so we don't eat it ourselves. Just little things like that. They mean a lot, and you can still have you can still have like fancy meals for holidays. You don't just have to eat chicken and rice and broccoli all day, every day. You don't have to do that. But you can craft succulent meals that are good for you. You can still get excited about cooking awesome meals, but they don't have to be smothered with butter or gravy or cheese. So those are just a couple of things to hopefully help you get through this holiday and still feel, like you're on the right track. The other thing to think about too is that if you overindulge in a holiday, it often takes a couple of days for your body to get through that, get that out of your system and feel like you're not sluggish again. So come Monday, if you're going back to work, if you don't want to feel like a bag of garbage, then don't overdo it on Sunday. Just don't do it. Get a good night's sleep. Get enough water. Drink some lemon water as a detox. Get rid of that sugar. But have a great time. I don't want you to feel like you're depriving yourself. It's not about self-deprivation. It's about liberating yourself from those chemicals that the industry calls food. I hope this helped, and have a great day.